Hey everyone, welcome to Infor Learning. I'm excited to have you here for the 12th video in my Infor LN technical training series. And coming to this today's video, so basically this video is the continuation of the previous video, which is nothing but the one which we have done of creation of tables. So this is going to be completely continuation of that. So here in this video, first what I'm going to do is that after defining the tables, we need to create the tables in the database. Like we need to allocate the space in the database to store the data. So for that we will create the tables. Okay, in the previous video what we have done is like we have defined the tables in the ln, but we didn't created that tables in the database. Now what we are going to do is like we are going to create that tables in the database, so that whatever the data we are going to enter, whatever the data we are going to enter, that data has to be stored in the database. So for that purpose we are going to create that tables in the database. So what like it's like now in this video what we are going to do, it's like linking from ln to the database. Like we are going to link our application in for ln and the database, this is what basically what we are doing here. And apart from tables, so here in this video what we are going to do is like we are going to create these sessions. Okay, and this sessions is nothing but your forms, or you can say it as your ui, or you can say it as a your menu of like a menu or the session where you are going to enter your data. So that thing we are going to do in this video. And this video is the complete continuation of the previous videos of all my previous videos. So if you haven't seen the previous videos, right, so then this video is going to be difficult for you to understand. So my request is that if you haven't seen the previous videos, so please watch that and come to this video, because this is going to be completely uh, linking to that videos of all my previous videos. Okay, and apart from this, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would love for you to do so. By subscribing you'll ensure that you won't miss any updates from my channel. Okay, as I'm going to completely post as I'm completely into the erps, so my uh, concept is that I wanted to post related to the ERPs, and related to the what are the issues that we are going to face in the uh, regular life. Okay, so that all that queries I'm going to post. And apart from that, I'm like into different ERPs. I have the experience of different ERPs, working experience with the different ERPs. So I'm going to share all that my experience to you. So that's why please do subscribe and share it this videos with someone who might get benefit from this. So without wasting much time, let's start. So first, let me check here. Uh, what are the tables that we have defined? For checking that, what we are going to do is like we are going in the tools, and in tools we are going into the application development. As I have told you, we are into the development part, so that's why we are going in the tools. And in tools application, we are going to develop an application of purchase order. So that's why I'm in the application development folder. And okay, you can see here these are the tables that I have already created here. But I think as per my data model, I think I have missed my supplier table. You can see here there is no supplier table. I'm developing the purchase order entry system application. For this I need a supplier table. You can see here this is my data model. As per my data model, I think supplier table is missing. So first I need to create the supplier table, and then I'll continue the today's part. So first let me create the supplier table. And coming to apart from supplier, I have already mentioned that why, like you can see here, common inventory purchase. So I've already mentioned in the previous class also, like why we need to segregate the modules while creating the tables. Okay, like but let me again tell you, this modules is nothing but like we are segregating the data based on the what we are going to do is like we are segregating the data, or you can say the tables based on the purpose wise, like these countries, items, warehouse. So these are my all my masters. Okay, so master data is nothing but the data that is going to never change, or we can say it's going to like hardly change. So the information that is going to change, not like that is going to not change frequently, that data is comes in my master data. And you can see here, this PUR is nothing but my transactional data. Transactional data is nothing but it's my day-to-day activities that is going to happen every day. So the data that is changing frequently, that comes under the transaction data. In real time we have two modules. Okay, one is master data and the other is the transactional data. But for your like easy level of understanding, what I have done is like I took this common module as my master data, and I took this inventory INV module as my transactional data, and I took this PUR as my uh, like what I can say is like not this. Okay, sorry. I have done the reverse one. So like basically this is my master data. Like for your easy understanding, like easy level of understanding, what I have done is here is master data. I have defined the common as master data, and inventory is my master data, and PUR is my transactional data. That's what I have like given to the system. Like I have told to the system that please take the common module as my master data, please take inventory is my master data, and please take the PUR is nothing but my transactional data. So why it is important for me to define like this? So in terms of extracting the data, it is very important. Like if we like while segregating the data to extract the information, it gives it will be easy for us to extract in terms of this. Okay, so that's why I have done this segregation. Okay, now I'm going to create another table. So for creating that, you can have two ways. Like one is in the menu bar, you can see this new, but just by clicking that new option, a detailed session is going to open. Okay, you can see here a detailed session is opened here, and you can see here in this detailed session it is saying that the system itself is saying that this table, whatever the table that I am going to define, that is going to store in my this package IL, that is nothing but I have given as Infor Learning, and that package along with this VRC, it is going to store in this VRC. VRC is nothing but the version released to customer. That is nothing but basically this VRC is nothing but a folder. Okay, this in this folder, this under this package, this tables are going to store. Okay, don't worry, after creating this table I am going to store like show you how this data is going to store in my server. Basically this is my server itself, so I'm going to show you. Okay, okay, now I'm giving you now I'm asking you a question like does my supplier comes in my which data, like master data or transactional data? This is my question. Okay, please mention that in the comment sections. Okay, but I'm taking it as a master data, but I just wanted to know from your level of understanding what you have understood and what you thought it will comes under which. Okay, so please tell me suppliers table will comes under which uh, data, master data or transactional data. Okay, please mention in the comments. Okay, okay, apart from this I need to specify the table number here. Okay, so well, coming to the master data, I have already defined three tables. So this is going to be my fourth table. Okay, for that I'm given as fourth one. Like if you defined it as three, like 003, the system won't take it because it's already existed in the application or in the VRC. The third number is already existed, you can see here. And warning and error will be rise if you define with this 3, like table already exists in the current package VRC, so it won't take. And if I define as 008 or any other number which is not defined, this will going to take. But my concern is that I should be like, it should be order wise, okay, not like jumbling into any other. So like not jumbling into any, like we are going to give it as a constant standard wise, okay. So that's why I'm saying 004 is my table, and it's going to be supplier. P supplier. Okay, let me check it once, what are the fields that are needed. Okay, okay, this is suppliers table. And apart from this, okay, I think I have that's all for defining a table. Okay, I'm just clicking okay. So you can see here uh, a new table is created here. Okay, but when I double click on this, uh, like when I have double clicked over this suppliers, you can see here a multi-table, not multi-table, it is like overview. An overview session is open here, like this is the overview session. So in this overview session, we don't have any fields because we need to define this fields, and after defining the fields, we need to again we need to give the indices also. Okay, first let me define the fields. Okay, first field is like supplier, and it is a string of 6. And well, coming about these domains, so in my previous videos we have already defined the domains like in my package, so that the domains I'm currently using, you already know that, like in the previous video also I've explained the same thing. So first let me define a field. So to define the field, we have to this is to the, if you see here, in we are currently in the supplier table. Okay, you can see here, this is the table. IL is my package, COM is my common, is my module, and 004 is my table number. Okay, and you can see here, this is the name of that table, and that this table is going to store under this VRC. That is nothing but it's just like a folder. Okay, so if I want to add any field, I need to click here, not here. Okay, and if I want to delete any field, I just need to click here. If you click here, then the selected table, like the table in where you are, that table is going to delete. Okay, first let me add here, I'll show you this part also. First let me add a field here. Okay, and when I have clicked new, again a detail window is open here, you can see here. Okay, in this detail window, I need to uh, give, like, see, before giving that, you can see here in this table fields detail session. So you can see here, this is the table fields detail session. Okay, in this session, and this for creating this, we have the standard session code of this is like TTADV 4122S000 is the standard session. Okay, and 000 is nothing but it is a company. Okay, and you can see here first like while I'm not created or defined anything, the status of is like its status is in add. Okay, now let me just add here SUPP. And I've already told you the better way and the best way of while defining the fields, we have to give the here the field name, and here while defining 4 characters is enough. Okay, if you give any lengthy, it will take. But while doing the uh, programming, it will be difficult for us to remember and to recall that thing. And then there might be a chance of like missing any character, and that causes the error while uh, programming. So that's why the best and the constant best practice is like always give four characters, and that should be in easy and remembering way. Okay, why I'm saying this thing is like you're going to understand in the upcoming videos where we are going to do the programming to build some logic and the validations. So there, these defining names is will plays a major role while recalling these fields. Okay, so that's why I'm saying you can see here I have given here the field name, and here sequence number initial it is taking as one. And well, coming to the attributes, I think I've already explained in my previous class, but still I'm giving here. Attributes is nothing but the system is asking me whether this field is going to be a combined field, or it is going to be a mandatory, or it is going to be a repeating field. So uh, this is not going to be any like for this field I'm not giving any attributes, so that's why I'm just skipping here. And I need to give here my package. Here, after giving the package, I need to select my string of 6. Okay, st06 is st06. And see, you can see here like without seeing the domains, I just like remember is like, that's why I'm saying like you should have to remember the names of the domains or the fields in such a way that it should be easy for you to recall it whenever it requires. Okay, like it will be a time taking process for you to go here, like it is allow you, the system will allow you to check here whether which fields you want. Okay, it is like a time taking process. Instead of going and coming back, my suggestion is like you have to define or specify the fields, domains, tables in such a way that it should be easy for you to recall it back whenever it requires. Okay. Okay, well, coming to the initial value, this is only applicable when you define uh, any domain that is enumerated. Okay, now it is a string, so it is not required. And here I need to give the label description as supplier. Okay, and that's it. You can see here when I've given tab, here label length is like it defines, the system has defined. And when I have saved the option, a label code is generated. And here after that the system will won't give me to change the name, field name, after saving this. But earlier what was the stage here, it was in the add stage, now it is in modified stage. So when you are in the modified stage, the system won't allow you to change the name or the label code. Okay, now let me create another field description, desc ilst30 description. I'm just saving here. So after saving, why the system is showing this label session is because uh, this description label is already created. Okay, the system, what the system is saying to me is that uh, what you have given here in the label description, that is already defined here. So should you use this label or you want to create new? The system is asking me this thing. So if I want to use this, I can use this like by simply by selecting this and okay. Okay, this is one way. Or else I want, if I want to create a new one, okay, new label for this, I can click on the new. Okay, and I can give here as my supplier description or something like VP sup- description. And uh, in the earlier, the label code is already system generated. Now here I need to define here like sorry, I need to give here like I'll give 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, and I'm saving here. and exiting. Save and exit. So you can see here supply description. If I want to, like, if I want the label code as this, I can use. If I want to use this, the one which system is showing me as a recommendation, that I can use. So for this, I'm like, what I have shown here is like, um, sometimes you wanted a new label code but the systems shows you this. So in that case you can create a label according to you also. Okay, that's what I've shown here. But I can use this only because supplier description is something like, we are in the supplier table, and in the supplier table itself, if you see, like, if you click, like if you are in the supplier table and in that supplier only you are showing like supplier description, it's something like you are in the supplier and you are defining it as supplier table. That is like not in a proper way. So that's why I'm using this description itself. Okay, I'm clicking this OK, and you can see here there's a description is done, like have came. Okay, I'm just saving this. And what we have next, address and zip code, ADD, IL, ST30. Okay, address, ZI, PC, zip code, IL. For zip code, what was the domain? It's string of 10, ST10. Why it is taking string of 30? Let me check. So I will define this only. Street 6 is taking, why it is taking 6? Hmm. 10. Okay, that's fine. Later we are going to like work on this thing. Okay, so that's why I'm not wasting much time here. Zip code. Zip code is something like okay, what was that? Town. Town. IL, ST30. Okay, and here, okay, 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 I have done this thing. And country is there. Country, for country I have defined as string of 3, CNTY. And country, well, coming to the country, IL is my package, and ST03 is my domain. COU, country. So like you can see here again, label session is open of that TTADV 1140 M000. This session is opened. Okay, here it is showing that country is already defined, or you want to take this country or you want to create new. I'm taking this only. Okay, I'm selected this and then okay, saving this record. Okay, and you can see here mostly my part, like how I'm going to done is like not using, like I'm barely rarely using the mouse. Okay, like I'm just using the tab. Okay, because see, I'll tell you one thing while defining the other field. phone. So after defining the fields, when I can directly go here, okay. But see, there will be some fields that has to be like when I give tab, that fields will enable, like the function behind this field is going to be enable here, okay, when you give the tab. But when you skip that, then the function won't click, and you might face an issue while entering the data, or while retrieving the data, or while writing the script. So to avoid that, you just have to like remember that while using the application, you just use the tab. Okay, you can see here I'm just familiar by using the tab, and I'm just giving here. Okay, I think I have done. No, one facts is there. Okay, so first let me define the facts, Phoenix facts. So you may have one question, like told me that four characters is in the standard one, but in some cases, like here in facts, three characters is there. So is this going to be applicable? Yes, it's going to be definitely we can. So in such cases, we have to just define three characters only. And why I'm saying four character is like while writing the script, like see, it will be easy for you to recall that fields, okay. So that's why I'm saying here IL ST10 facts. Okay, I'm just saving this. Okay, so here what I have done, I have defined the uh, supplier tables. Okay, and after defining the supplier tables, what I have done is here, uh, I have created all the fields. Okay, this part I have completed. Okay, now I need to define a primary key to tell my application that consider this field as a primary key. Okay, while retrieving, and why this thing is very required, why this primary key is important, because while retrieving the data, it is mandatory. So in terms of primary key or foreign key is nothing but the reference key. So we are going to do this reference part also. Okay, these keys are essential. See you pp. So okay, wait, let me explain this part also. No, let me again, just let me close this. Okay, now I have opened the supplier tables, you can see here, and I've defined all the fields. And now I need to give this SUPP supplier field as a primary key. So for that, I need to go to in the indices. Okay, in indices you need to select here, like you need to click new, and after clicking new, again a new session, table indices session is open. The standard session code for this is TTADV4121S000 is the standard session code. And here you can give like up to 24 fields of like primary keys. Okay, that you can give. Here you need to define the description of that field which you are going to give as primary key, supplier. And here you need to define the field name. Supp is my field name, you have remembered that if you seen closer. Okay, so this is my primary key, and I'm just saving and exiting. Okay, so if you remember, earlier it was in the add stage, now it is in the modified stage. Okay, the concepts will work for all, is going to be the constant. Okay, so what I have done, whenever you done any changes in the data model, you need to do the convert to runtime. So to like, that is nothing but to load the information in the B shell, you need to do the convert to runtime. Okay, what we have done, we have added a new table, and we have added some fields over this table, and we have given a primary key. So for this we need to do convert to runtime. To do the convert to runtime, what we can do is like you can go in the specific, you can see here convert to runtime data dictionary, click on this. Okay, or else you can directly click control 9 is, yeah, that's what, control plus F9. Okay, that I think it is not working for me. I guess I think I have. Okay, fine. I think I've done some mistake, or like let me, like for this case not working in my keyboard, so that's why I think. Okay, I'm just doing the convert to runtime by clicking here, and you can see here uh, it is showing me the session. In this session it is showing me for which you have to do domains, tables. Reconfig table is nothing but you have defined the tables, and after defining, when you do certain changes, at that time you need to reconfig, do the convert to runtime for reconfig tables. Okay, here I'm selecting the package combination, and here I'm specifying the package for full range, and tables I'm not defining because I need a full range of tables. And here in options, what I'm giving to the session is that options like runtime directories and print the errors if it shows any errors, and just converting. After converting, it shows me again a select a device session. Okay, in this I need to just give D as a device like display. So, and continue. So here you can see the system is going to convert. Yeah, it's completed. Why it is not given me any prints? Okay, let me do again. Yeah, I think it's done. So I told the system that print any, if any errors are occurred, then you have to print that. So as of now, no errors have the system is found, so that's why it haven't print anything. So I'm just closing here. Like whenever we do certain changes like convert to runtime, so we need to do the login, logout and login. Okay, and yeah, what I have told you, like here, like how, let me show you how the like like how the VRC file is going to store in the server. Okay, let me show you. Hmm, I think somewhere around here only the file is going to store. Hmm, hmm, I think here only the file is going to store, but why it is, yeah, you can see here. Hmm. Okay, let me show you again. So basically this is my server. Okay, and in my server I have a folder called Infor, and in this folder LN, you have to go to in LN. After that BSC, in BSC I need to go to in the application, uh, like I have defined a new application, so that's why. And in this application you can search it by your package name, as my package name is IL, and 107U dash A triple zero, all zeros is my VRC. So in this it is going to store. But as of now, why it is empty is because I think till now Yeah, I think till now we didn't create any tables, so that's why it is an empty stage. Okay, let me like let it. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to create the tables. Okay, so wait, table tools. Okay, to create the tables, let me take the notepad and it will be easy for you. Okay, so earlier what we have done, table definitions, so that is nothing but we have defined find the tables. Okay, tables. Now what we are going to do is like create the, so that is nothing but we are going to allocate the space to store the data, space to allocate the space in the database or in the server to store the data. Okay, that's what we are going to do. So I think this thing is clear in for you, I think. So for doing that we have to go in the database management. Okay, here in this database management folder you have to go to in the miscellaneous and you can see a create table. So this is the one way. Okay, this is the one way of going to create the table session, or else you can go here directly in the files, run program. Okay, in this ttadv 4230 triple zero. Sorry, I think what was the code for this? Wait, let me check it again. ttad 4230. Okay, okay, so sorry. Okay, we have the other way is like ttaad 4230 m triple zero is the standard session code. Like you can see here, after entering the standard session code, this session is opened here and I need to specify here the company's range, like this companies for which I'm going to store. I'm just giving as of now full range because I'm also not sure like which company I have mentioned while entering that while defining the tables and um, okay, so that's why I'm not sure, so I'm just giving the full range. Okay, and you take from here to here, this is my range I'm just giving. And for package I'm giving as like il is my package. You need to create the tables and table is full range. Okay, and after that create and then select d as display and continue. Okay, so you can see here 16 tables have created. Okay, 16 tables. Why? But I have defined 8 tables only. Now let me close this and open this again and just do refresh. No, this folder is empty. Why it is dict 107 dict you can see here in the dict file, like whatever the modules that I have defined, like for common I have defined 4, that is one that is stored. For inventory I have defined 2 tables that is stored. For pur I have defined 2 that is stored here in the dict file, like here. And well, coming about the tables part, I think it is going to store in site, including the package name. Like, see, it is going to store like something called IL, including a package name. Mhm. Okay, that's fine. In the next video, I'm going to show you how the data is going to store in the server. Okay, that's fine. I'll show you in the next video. Okay. Now, what we have done here is like we have created the tables. Okay, like that is nothing but we have defined or we have allocated a space to store the data. Okay. Now, after that, we need to create these sessions or your UI or your form, anything you can say here. Okay, I'm defining the sessions. Okay, we are in the session code. Okay, this is your session. Okay, like it is going to be like here. So currently we are in the other package. I need to change here. Okay, control G is my group, IL is my package. I'm giving tab. So we are in our package. Now we need to define this session. Okay, to define the session we have two ways, like either you can simply press Ctrl N or you can click here in the new. I'm pressing this option and you can see here when I've clicked new, here this detail window is open here for session. This standard sessions code for of this detail window is like TT ADV 2100 S000. This is the standard session code, okay, of this. And here I need to specify here the module first. Okay, like my what I have defined here, like wait, let me close this again, back open here, need to open here my table definitions. Okay. Okay, and let me open the notepad here for simply. Okay, whatever the tables that I have defined here, let me write back here table definitions, whatever the table definitions I have created here. TRIES countries, countries, item, group, item, supplier, warehouse, and RCEI, receipts, purchase order, header. Okay, purchase order header and purchase order lines. Okay, these all are my tables that I have defined. Okay, first wait, let me tell you the modules that including. Okay, this is my common, like for system I have defined it as common. This is also my common. This is also my common. Okay, this is my warehouse, is my inventory module. That is nothing but wait, this is my PUR. So this is my PUR. Okay, and note, what I have told to the system is that common is my master data, and inventory is my, like, this is what I have defined to the system, like this is what I have told to my system, that master data, whatever the modules that comes under the common, that consider as the master data. Whatever the modules that I took as inventory, that take as the master data, and whatever the module that I given as PUR, take as the transactional data. That's what I have given here. So the same way I need to give it back to the in the system, like while defining the sessions I need to select the same way. Here I'm defining a new session of countries. Okay, selected like clicked as new. Okay, here in this detail session I need to specify first my module, and then I need to specify the session code, like of this module, like. And there is a one way of defining this session code like 0101 m triple zero is the standard way of defining. Okay, like basically 01 is nothing but your session code, first 01, and the next 01 is your table number. So is your table number. Okay, so this and m triple zero is nothing but your m is nothing but uh, like triple zero is this standard company, standard company. Okay, so 0101 m triple zero here. In the description we need to give the description, and in the standard scripts we need to give always as like no. And later I'm going to explain about this too, like type 1 and type 4. Okay, as of now just clicking new, and in the upcoming video I'm going to explain about this standard script. Okay, and here you have to select new and no and generate the script. Okay, and then give a tag. You can check here, like as I have given 01, the system has all like already taken as like based on how I have defined, on that way the system has like taken IL, like basically we are in the IL itself, in the IL package. So uh, as I have defined the common, in common it is like reflecting to my countries, like as I have given 001, like 01 as. So that's what I'm wanted to say. And start command as like no start, like sorry, in the start command type you need to select this specific start command. And so this is I'm giving you as a homework, or like as a to do the part. Like here you need to check by yourself, and you need to pin in the comments, like what is mean by in start command type, what is mean by default start command, and what is mean by no start command, what is mean by specific start command. Okay, but coming to specific start command, I'll explain you. In specific start command we have different commands here, like start dot setter, first dot view, next dot view. Okay, we have different views. Okay, commands. Okay, based on our requirement we select the thing. That is what specific start command. Okay, okay, and here I'm selecting the start command as get dot default. Okay, that's what. Okay, and I'm going to explain you about this start commands, different types of start commands in the upcoming videos, because when we go deeper and deeper, then only you can understand on this thing when we are going to work over that things, okay, specifically. So that's why. And well, coming to the session status, it's defaultly we are in the developing stage, so that's why I've given in as a developing so well, coming about this session behavior, if you have worked on ban 4 c4 or ban 5a, then you have not like then you are not have the dynamic session or integrated session. But in this latest one we have the dynamic session including the integrated one. Okay, in the previous ban 4c4 or ban 5a, there was like not having the dynamic sessions. Okay, and coming to the session type, okay, like session type will be always like maintain and a list window. Okay, but this thing is going to change depending upon the requirement. Okay, as currently this session I am giving as my main session, and later if I want a print session, then I have to create another session by changing the session code. That is going to be my print session. When if I want to create any update session, I have to create another session, update session. Like basically what I'm saying is like with one like by using one table only we can create multiple sessions based on the requirement. Either it may be main session, update session, print session, display session, update plus print, graph session, or conversion session. So that is up to you. Like like when you wanted to, like based on the requirement you create that sessions. Okay, and this is going to my main session, so that's why I have ticked as main session. And here synchronize dialog box is there. So for this part I'm going to explain you in the upcoming video, not now, because this is not in the current one. Okay, command type here, and coming to the form, I need to, well, like after defining the attributes, these all are my attributes. Okay, after defining the attributes we need to come here in the form. Okay, and here in the form we have to define here in the command type, default button command type here, as you need to select the standard command, or form command is nothing but you can select the form command also. But uh, my homework for you is like please select the different types to explore and understand. But later I'm going to explain you on this over these things also. Okay, later, not now. Okay, because if I explain too many things at once, so some parts you may get understand, but some parts you will forget later. So what my like what my point of explaining is that I'll explain the things when it requires. Okay, it will be easy for understanding the concepts. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, uh, I have defined all the things, so I'm just saving here. Okay, see, you can see here. After the saving we need to generate the report. A report is nothing but your program script. Okay, without generating the report you won't see the program script. Okay, and see, for the first time I'm creating, like for the first time I'm creating the what I can say, for the first time I'm creating the sessions. So that's why the system is asking me, do you want to create a directory in the $bsc application slash IEL104, the path which I have recently shown you. So over that path, should I have to create a folder for you? So I'm saying that yes, please create a folder. So now the system has created a folder in the dict file. Okay, okay, I've done this session, and after completing this, okay, what I have to do here is like you can see in the specific, we'll have the program scripts. Okay, okay, developer parameters are not say present. Okay, I need to do this part. Okay, later I'll do this. Mm, Just I'm compiling the script, and here you can see here. Yes. Uh, we have edit form. Okay, edit form, or we can say it as a dynamic form, info dynamic form editor, or we can say it as a enterprise studio. So where we can edit the forms, like however we wanted to display the forms, we can edit that thing. Okay, in the upcoming video I'll show you how you can edit this forms. Okay, as of now what I'm doing here is like insert and all the fields, whatever the fields that are available here I am just inserting, and I just wanted these two fields in the same folder, not in the different folder, so that's why. And I wanted to remove this folder, so that's why I'm removing this folder. Okay, and I'm saving. Okay, and I'm compiling the session, and if I want to start the session, just select the session and start the session. Okay, we are facing an error like table does not exist, or table does not exist. Okay, so for this let me check in the tables. Okay, miscellaneous, create table. For which company we took, I think for 100 to 200 company we done. IL is my package, and I think we done. No, but why it is not showing? Okay. Mm-hmm. But still it is showing that this error. Let me check back. I think in the application development, okay, in the sessions. But hmm, company I'm giving at full range, and package is also I'm selecting here. Okay, I'm just see process was why it is was successful, no principles. Okay, check tables is also not working. See, sometimes we faces an issue, so in such cases we need to define, like, resolve the issues by ourselves. mm, we have something called run data directory, and here I'll create a runtime. First let me check the converter runtime whether it is done. Okay, what I am doing here is like create runtime. Let me check if any errors has happened. I'm giving the full range. Okay, so what the issue is like, I have defined the tables, but the system is saying me that the tables are not created. So that's why what I am doing here is like, uh, I'm going to do the create runtime. Okay, like sometimes these issues will happen. Like what I have done, first I have defined the domains, and then what I have done, I've defined the tables, and then I've created the tables. And after creating the tables, what I have done is like, for my tables, I have created a UI, or you can say a form. Okay, over that form, like while I'm opening that form, it was saying me that the tables are not defined. Like, so to resolve that issue, what I am doing here is like I'm creating again a runtime data dictionary. Like sometimes an issue will occur. So like, when you have seen, like, after I'm defining the tables, when I have done the convert to runtime, then also I didn't face any error. And when I've created the tables also, then also I didn't face any error. And after creating the sessions also, while opening the session, the system is throwing me error that the tables are not defined. But when I've created the tables for the first time, the system told me the tables has defined. But now it is not showing me that tables are not defined. To resolve this kinds of issue, I need to do sometimes like create runtime. Sometimes I need to do the convert to runtime, so that the data, whatever the data that is not updated, the data that whatever the data that is not updated in the B shell, that we need to do it like by doing the convert to runtime. Sometimes we need to again create the tables, or sometimes we need to check the tables, like whether the tables are there or not. So to do this all these things, okay, that's what we are doing. And sometimes we need to do the create runtime. Create runtime is nothing but, basically we do this thing for the first time. But some in such cases, like when you can't find the issue, so in such cases also you need to create the runtime. Okay, where a create runtime is nothing but, it's simply, what the system will do is like the system itself check all the packages by itself, uh, and whatever the missing data, or the whatever that issue we are facing, so like it's going to restart. In simple terms, we can say that, whenever your system is going to hang, what you can do, the other way is like, for the first way is like you have to check and resolve it. The other way, if you are unable to resolve by yourself, you need to restart it. So that's what we are doing. Create runtime is nothing but, in simple words we can say, but this is not the standard definition that I'm giving, but in simple words we can say it like restarting all these things. Okay, and it takes 2 to 3 minutes of time. Okay, you can see here, the in this package combination, whatever the table defines here, like the standard table, so all these things are going to rebuild. The system is going to organize again in the dictionary. Okay. Okay, you can see here we have completed the process of create runtime and we got zero warnings, and so that's why okay, so I'm just logouting from here and logouting from the application and just refreshing, and now I'm opening back again the application. So let me check it. Okay, so hopefully I'm expecting this time of like resolving the issue. So what I'm going to do here is like first let me create the tables back. Okay, like I'm creating the tables again. So in range of 0 to 200, I'm just defining the tables for my IL package and I'm creating the tables. Okay, and let me check if this time if the system is going to create. Okay, so it's saying the same 0. Okay, so let me close this, and now what I'm doing here is like I'm opening the session. Okay, and let me start the session. Okay, so what I'm facing here is like 506 table does not exist. Again the same issue, but let me show you what is the exact issue here is like. See, basically what I have told you, we defined the tables first. What we have done, so we have defined the tables. Okay, and then what we have done, we have created the tables, and then what we have done is like sessions. So sessions is nothing but your UI or your the form. Okay, this is going to be a form where you are going to uh, enter the data. Okay, so basically, but what I'm facing here error is that 506 table does not exist. Okay, exist. Okay, so this is my problem. Okay, so to resolve this problem, I think what I can do here is like first let me delete the tables. Okay, again I'll create the tables IL. So what I'm doing here is whatever the tables are there in my session, okay, I am deleting. Okay, now you can see 16 tables are deleted. Basically I have 8 tables, but the system has defined into 2 times, like, and in the upcoming video I'll tell you why the system has defined 2 times when I have only 8. What I'm doing here, again I'm creating the tables. IN and okay, and I'm closing. Application development sessions, session. Let me compile and again start. Why it is showing this error? Okay, I think I have to work on this thing. Okay, I think I have to work on this thing. Something or somewhere the data has been corrupted or something has happened in the application itself. So that's why I think when I'm trying to create the tables also, it's not allowing me to take those tables. Okay, Basically that's what happening. And so I need to work on this thing. Okay, so but I think you have like whatever we have covered in this video is like, see, first what we have done, we have defined a table. So and then we have created the tables, and then we are like created the sessions. Okay, but basically I'm facing an issue here of 506 error. Okay, but I need to work on this thing. Okay, before closing this today's session, I just wanted to show you in the server how the files is going to be stored. Okay, wait, let me show you in here in the application. Okay, here you can see, mm, this is my package. See, like here three folders are created. Okay, common for common, but why? Okay, here you can see here this is how the folders are created, and where my data of the separate, like where my data is going to store here separately based on the table wise. Okay, so like whatever the logic that I'm going to do, whatever the logic of in the program scripts, whatever I'm going to write, that is going to store here. Okay, and whatever the data that are related to whatever the data that I'm going to enter, okay, that data is going to store here in the database. Okay, just wait, I'm going to show you here, and in the upcoming video I'll resolve the issue and explain you how you can resolve it by yourself. Okay, because we have already exited exist we have already like, it is already like too long video. If I continue for like resolving this issue, it might take more time. So that's why I just wanted to close here only, but before closing I'm just showing you the in the database. Okay, so while installing the application, like so I have what I have done here, like I've created an admin as a database in terms of the user name only. So in this database all the tables are going to store here, but the problem which I'm facing here is that the tables are not creating in the like the tables are not creating in the database, but in the system it is showing me the tables are created, have been created, but while I'm trying to interact with the session, like while I'm trying to open the session, the system is showing me that tables are not created. So that issue I'm facing here currently. So I need to resolve this issue first, and then I'll tell you how I have resolved this issue. Okay. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope this video was helpful and interesting. So if you found this video as interesting and helpful, please share please share this video to someone who might get benefit from it, and please do subscribe to my channel if you found helpful. And thank you guys. We'll see in the next video. Bye bye.